So let's start the session with the prayer of Lord Dhanvantari.
那我们同样用阿育吠陀之神的唱诵开始我们今天的课程。
Om Namami Dhanvantarim Adidevam Shurashurvandit Padpadmam Lokai Jararuku Bhai Mrityunasham Dhatarimesham Vividoshadinam. So dear friends, today we are going to discuss a very important topic.
今天我们要来讨论一个非常重要的话题，
That how to improve our immunity
如何来提升我们的免疫力呢？
and how to improve the health of our lungs
如何来强健我们的肺部呢？
and how to balance our Vayus.
如何来平衡我们的 Vata 的能量呢？我们的生命能量呢？
So Michelle, so we'll mute everyone. Okay?
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah.
I will mute everyone. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Could you unmute?
So am I audible?
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
So today we will learn that what Marma can do. Only the simple touch. What we can do with only simple Marma touch.
那我们今天来要去学习一下，如何通过这个轻轻的触碰，来让我们的身体能量可以流动起来。
So in the previous session, we discussed some basic introduction about the Marma. So the meaning of Marma when we are doing the healing just by our fingers or the hands.
因为我们之前在我们妈妈的课程中已经教过大家，上过课的人知道，就是我们用我们的手指去做这个疗愈。
So now we are proceeding ahead, and the last session already we have discussed many things. So doing the 5 to 7 minute recap, and then we'll proceed ahead.
那我们其实在之前的课程中已经讲过了，这个叫五种这个 Vata 的能量。
So in the human body, as per the Ayurveda, there are total 10 Vayus, and out of 10, the 5 are the main.
那在我们的这个阿育吠陀里边，其实有10种的这个生命能量，叫 Vata 的能量，那有5种是最主要的。
So when these Vayus are disturbed, we are suffering with the various types of diseases.
当这5种 Vata 的能量它淤堵了，它的这个流动没有那么顺畅的时候，那我们就会产生疾病。
So when we are breathing, we are taking the prana vayu.
当我们呼吸的时候呢，那我们其实在运作的就是我们的命根气。
And when we talk about the heart is circulating the blood throughout the body with the help of vyana vayu.
那就是我们的这个血液，其实我们的血液循环的话，它其实通过我们的变形气。
We are able to digest the food because of the samana vayu.
那我们之所以可以去消化食物，就是Okay, could you unmute yourself? Yeah.
Okay, so we have to mute.
Yeah.
So now please unmute yourself, Michelle. Yeah, done. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
And when we want to expel the stool outside, so we are expelling the stool because of apana vayu.
那当我们想去排便排泄的时候，其实我们发挥作用的是我们的下行气。
So even we talk about the menstrual cycle in the female, it's a normal if the apana vayu is normal.
那如果讲到我们这个女性的这个经期啊，如果我们的这个 下行期它是这个流动的是很顺畅的话，那我们的经期也是会非常的正常和稳定的。
So if we balance our all the 5 Vayus, we can balance each and everything in the human body.
那如果说我们可以平衡这5种 Vata 的能量的话，那我们的这个我们身体的这个生命能量它其实平衡的，我们就不太会有这个得一些疾病的风险，就会降低很多。
So like again, I will give you a little description about that. Like when we talk about the Vyana Vayu, which is connected with the circulation all around in the body.
那我们讲到了我们的这个变形器的话，它其实是跟我们的身体的一个循环的，我们的这个周边的一些神经系统的循环呐、血液循环这些有关系。
So this is called peripheral circulation, and if this is disturbed, then the person will be suffering with the numbness.
如果你的这个周边的神经系统它的这个循环不是很顺畅的话，那你就可能会身体会有一些地方会很麻。
And Udana Vayu is controller of all the senses and the speech and the thought.
那你的上行期是跟我们的这个想法啊，我们的表达、演讲这些都是有关系。
So if we want to improve the speech of someone, or we want to improve the hearing of someone, or any other senses, we have to improve the Udana Vayu.
那如果说你想去提升我们的这些感觉器官呢，我们的表达能力啊，那我们都是要去这个让我们的这个上行期变得更加的流畅。
Prana Vayu is controlling. Prana Vayu is controller of all the activities of the chest, lungs, and heart.
那我们的命根气它其实是跟我们的心脏啊、我们的胸腔、我们的肺的功能它其实有关的。
If the prana vayu is balanced, then our lungs will be good, heart will be good, and we are not suffering any types of the breathing problems and the heart problem.
那我的命根气如果它的这个能量流动是很顺畅的话，那我们的肺部的功能、我们心脏的功能它就非常好，不会有一些这个问题。
If the saman vayu is disturbed, then we will suffer with the indigestion and our metabolism will get disturbed.
那如果说我们的这个平行气它的流动不是很顺畅的话，那我们的这个消化系统它就会有一些问题。
And apan vayu is responsible for elimination of the stool, of the urine, of the menses.
那我们的这个下行期，它跟我们的这个排便啊，跟我们这个性的功能啊，跟我们的这个经期啊，这个女性的这个月经啊这些问题，生理期这些都是有关系的。
So with the help of simple Marma points, we can balance any vayu which is disturbed.
那通过一些妈妈的疗法，尤其是我们下周会教大家，你就会去学习到那些平衡我们这5种 Vata 能量的5种这个生命的方法。
Marma point are spread throughout the body from top to bottom. So they are, with the help of Marma point, we can do the energy exchange. And just by simple touch, we can balance the energy.
其实这个妈妈疗法，它其实是可以，其实跟它作用在更精微的身体层面、能量的层面，可以让我们的能量流动更加顺畅。它通过这个轻轻的触碰，它就可以起到作用。
Even when we want to balance the certain vayu, we are using the certain fingers because every finger having different vayus.
那我们其实妈妈疗法其实通过手指的。所以呢，其实我们不同的手指也代表了不同的 Vata 的能量。
Like thumb is the Vyana Vayu dominant, and the index finger is Samana Vayu dominant, and the middle finger is Prana Vayu, and the ring finger is Udana Vayu, and the small finger is Apan Vayu dominant.
那我们的大拇指它其实跟我们的变形器有关，然后我们的食指是我们的跟我们这个平行器有关，我们的中指是跟我们的命根气有关，我们的无名指跟我们的上行气有关，我们的小指是跟我们的下行气有关。
So by the different fingers, we can balance the different vayus.
那通过我们的手指就能够去平衡我们不同的这个 Vata 的能量。
Even we can make the different mudras by this concept to balance the vayu.
那其实我们不同的手印其实也是根据能够平衡这个 Vata 能量的这个原因。
So the meaning of mudra, like suppose we are touching the index finger with the thumb, so we are doing combination of the saman vayu and the vyana vayu.
那我们通常我们有一个很常见的手印，对不对？就大拇指跟食指轻轻触碰，也就是让我们这个我们的变形器跟我们的这个平行器，它其实去平衡这两股这个生命的 Vata 的能量。
So this is called mudra, and as per the disease, we are having various mudras.
那这个就是手印了。那针对不同的疾病，我们其实是可以用不同的手印。
In the human body, we are having 72,000 nadis.
在我们的人体里边，其实我们有72000条我们的经络。
And it's really very difficult to learn the 72,000 nadis because the human life is very short.
那其实你要去了解每一条经络，其实是有点难度，因为我们这一生其实也是很短暂。
But out of 72,000, there are 10 are the main nadis, and we can learn them very easily.
那在这72000条经络里边，有10条经络是非常重要的，那我们可以去学习它。
And we can see in this, if we add 2 more, so they become 12. Even if we balance these 12 nadis, we can balance multiple problems.
那其实呢，其实说到其实有12条了。那如果说我们可以去平衡这12条主要经络的话，那我们身体的很多问题就自然而然就是可以得到一些这个治疗。
So every nadi is connected with one marma point.
其实每一条经络它都跟我们的有一个很重要的玛的穴位，它是相关联的。
I would like to tell you quickly about these nadi so we can understand what we can balance with the marma therapy.
我会很简短的跟大家去讲一下，这每一条这个经络，然后它跟我们的妈妈的穴位有什么样的关系。
Like let's talk about the nadi that is called Sushumna nadi.
首先我们来讲它中脉。
So Sushumna nadi is the nadi that has been considered a very special nadi, and if the Sushumna nadi is good, then the person will sit erect, the spine will be erect.
那我们这个中脉的话，它其实就是我们身体的中线。如果说我们这个脊柱可以很笔直的话，那我们这个中脉的这个能量流动它是很顺畅的。
But if the Sushumna nadi is getting disturbed, then the person will be having inability to keep the body upright, not able to control the body in the straight position.
如果说你的这个中脉的能量流动它其实不是很流畅的话，那这个人其实是这个脊柱是没有办法挺直的。
So in the medical term, we are telling the person is turning front side or the right side or the left side. So there are many terms has been told, like the kyphosis when the person is turning in the front side, or the scoliosis when the person is turning on the side. These all problem because of the problem in the Sushumna nadi.
就是有些人会有些这个脊柱侧弯呐、一些问题的，它都是跟我们这个中脉它的能量它没有流通的很顺畅，它是有关的。
So there are many kids, they are not having control over the neck, and they can't hold the neck if the Sushumna nadi is disturbed.
那有些人他没有办法去这个他的颈椎有问题，他没有办法去控制这个颈部。
Even the person will not able to hold the saliva. There will be drooling of the saliva if the Sushumna nadi is disturbed.
有些人他也没有办法去控制他的这个唾液，因为他的其实这也跟他的中脉有关系。
So most of the time we have seen this happen with the many mental retarded kids. So they are not able to hold the necks, even the saliva is drooling out.
他其实没有，他有些小孩子他也没有办法去这个控制他这个唾液的分泌。
So if we do the treatment of Sushumna nadi, then we can rectify these all problems.
那如果说我们可以有一些妈妈疗法，它可以去让这个中脉的能量很流动的很顺畅的话，那我们就可以去治疗这些问题。
So there are certain marma points, like we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and few marma points. Just by these marma points, we can balance the Sushumna nadi and we can balance all the condition just we have discussed.
就比如说，你通过一些穴位就可以让你的中脉的能量可以流动起来，流动得很顺畅。
So in the last class, I already have demonstrated one video how to do the Sushumna Nadi rectification. So that video is available on the YouTube. Even if you want, I will give you once again. So just by doing the tapping on these few points, we can balance the Sushumna Nadi and we can balance all these conditions discussed.
那就是说，我在上周的公益课已经给大家看过有一个手法了。其实你只要了解掌握这些妈妈的这个手法穴位，你就可以就是有一些这个问题，你就可以自己来去治疗它。
So if we see quickly, like this is I'm going quickly. This is the Kumbhak Mudichu. This is the Annakalam Marma. This is the Natal Mudichu. This is the Tilas Kalam, Adappa Kalam, Sara Mudichu, Kondai Koli, and the Tilar Kalam. Only these few Marma points, and these points are enough to balance the Sushumna Nadi.
就是这几个穴位，它就可以很好的帮你去平衡我们的这个中脉的能量。
Sometimes we might think how it's possible to do the treatment of the person suffering with the mental retardation. But I've seen, I have done only 2 sittings in 2 days, and one sitting took hardly 7 to 8 minutes. And I have seen in many mental retarded kids improvements in 2 days itself.
那其实对于一些小孩的他的智力问题啊，他也是可以得到很好的这个治疗的。就是在我这个经验当中，其实只是做了几次的妈妈疗法，对那些有一些这种智力，比如说弱智啊，或者是他的这个智力问题的一些小孩，就会有很明显的改善。
So as per the Marma Shastra, we believe a lot in the energy science, in the 5 elements.
那我们其实阿育吠陀里边有讲到这个5大元素。
So it has been told on the auspicious day, one should away from the sexual intercourse. If the person is not avoiding, then the mental retarded kids might take birth.
那我们讲过了，其实就是在有一些这个很重要的日子里边，其实你不适合去发生性生活的。那如果你现在在那些能量很高的时间的话，发生性生活的话，对小孩他影响他的智力，就可能会有一些弱智的问题。
So in this way, because on the day, auspicious day, the Sushumna Nadi is active. So during the Sushumna Nadi activation time, one should do only dhyana meditation or just in the silence. Should not do any worldly things like this.
那尤其是在我们这个有一些这个特定的一个时间哈，日子啊，你的这个能量很高的时候，那其实呢，你就是特别适合做静心，让我们的中脉的能量可以变得很流动。
But suppose now child has appeared, now what we can do? So now we can do the Sushumna Nadi rectification, and by doing this Sushumna Nadi rectification and stimulate these Marma points, we can balance the person if already has taken the birth in the form of mental retarded kids.
那如果说对于那些小孩他已经有一些弱智的情况，这个智力这个发展的问题的话，那如果说你去刺激他中脉，就是让他这个中脉的能量可以更好的去流动的这些穴位的话，妈妈的穴位的话，能够去缓解他就是这个弱智的问题。
So when the person is turning on the right side or the turning on the front side and not able to keep the body upright, even we can do this Marma rectification.
那如果说他没有办法这个身体保持笔直，他会向前倾、向后倾，会有一些这个脊柱侧弯的问题、肩椎盘突出的问题的话，那就是他的这个中脉的能量它发生了淤堵。
So for each and every nadi, we have Marma rectification. I would like to show you one video quickly that how to do the Sushumna Nadi rectification so that we can understand that this is really very easy to do.
就是其实对不同的经络的话，它都是有不同的这个妈妈的穴位，它都是来自于这个非常古老的这个印度的这个妈妈的一个体系。 而且他都会一些这个手法，让大家去学习。其实用很简单的方法，就可以达到效果。
So let's see this. I will go quickly because I already demonstrated this video in the previous class. So this is the video that how to do the Sushumna Nadi rectification. So activation of Sushumna Nadi and rectifying these all problems written here. So let's see quickly this hardly 2 minutes video. So we are doing the tapping on the Kumbhak Mudichu Marma.
就是轻轻的这个拍打。
Then we are doing rotational movement on the Anna column.
就是在另外一个妈妈穴位，就是其实对妈妈穴位就在印度这个妈妈体系，它有不同的这个手法。
Then we are stimulating the natal mudichu. This mudichu, this marma between thoracic 8 and thoracic 9.
就是我们在这个胸椎的第8、第9节的这
Then
个
this
位置。
tilas column, the lower end of the sternum.
是在我们胸骨下方的一个位置。
Then this adappa column. So we do zigzag movement.
我们会做这样的一个来回的。
Then we are stimulating the marma bindu on the throat.
还有在我们喉咙位置，我们会去这样一个穴位。就它其实会有一些特定的手法。
Then we are, this is the marma point, the pituitary column on the back side of the head.
这个是头部后方的。
So on the side of the ear, there are the very wonderful marma points. We are stimulating them.
在我们肩膀的两侧，有2个非常。
When we learn that, we learn exact position properly. Right now, I want to tell you the importance of Sushumna Nadi.
是现在只是跟大家说一下，这个让这个中脉能量流动起来是多么重要。当然，我们课程中当然会跟大家详细来教大家具体的位置，还有这个手法。
So this is a very small procedure we have just done in 2 minutes, but this is a very good procedure. And just by doing this process, we have seen the very good results if the person having Sushumna Nadi problem.
这个其实只需要2分钟，你做这几个这个就是让这个中脉疏通这个中脉的这个妈妈的疗法，只要2分钟，但是这个效果是非常好的。
So in the same way, if the person I told you that men our 10 to 12 nadis, if someone is suffering with the problem of the Ida Nadi.
那包括讲到，如果说有些人他的这个左脉它不平衡的话，
then the person will be having all the Vata problems, Vata disease.
那他会有一些这个 Vata 能量失衡导致的问题。
Means the whole body pain and the chronic headache, continuous belching and the hiccups.
包括他会身体的头疼啊，会打嗝啊，这些这个身体的疼痛啊，这些。
So one day what happened? Because in my workshop, I was doing the Marma therapy workshop. So someone asked me, okay, what will happen if we do the opposite? Suppose someone is having this Ida Nadi problem. Ida means yin. We can consider yin. Yin and yang, so we can consider yin.
那这个伊达就是我们的左脉，它跟我们的阴性能量、女性的能量是相关的。
So when yin is disturbed, then the person is having lots constipation, whole body pain, water disorders, pain here, belching, gas.
那当我们的这个左脉它的能量不平衡的时候，那我们就会有什么样的问题呢？我们会有这个便秘啊、身体的疼痛啊等等这些问题，水肿啊这些问题都会产生。
So we know the yin is one side and the yang is other side. Both are the opposite force, yin and yang.
那我们知道这个阴是在我们中脉的一侧，然后我们的阳是在中脉的另外一侧，对吗？
So yin means ida and the yang means pingala.
我们阴就是我们的阴性的能量，就是左脉，那阳就是我们的右脉。
So if the person is having problem in the yin, and suppose we are doing the treatment of yang, then what will happen?
你想象一下，如果你的问题是因为左脉不平衡，但是你却用的是让右脉去针对右脉的这个手法，会发生什么问题呢？
So yin can be considered, suppose someone is feeling very cold, and yang means someone is feeling burning. So both are opposite force.
就是阴的话，就是大家一般的阴性能量，左脉失衡的话会觉得很寒冷，然后右脉的话很热，它其实是完全相反的两种能量。
So in our one workshop, we thought, okay, let's do the opposite and see what will happen. And the person was having whole body pain, belching and all. And we have done the opposite treatment, means the yang rectification or the Pingala rectification.
那在我的课程中呢，因为有些人他是左脉失衡，但我却用了这个针对他右脉失衡的方法，那会发生什么呢？
We did the treatment only for 5 minutes.
我们只是做了5分钟这样的一个手法，用了一个相反的这个手法去。
Then to the female patient, we did the treatment. Oh, means the condition become worst.
然后呢，他的状况就会加重。
So we have seen lots of belching, lots of gas passing from even upper side, lower side, whole body pain, headache, everything increased because we have done the opposite treatment.
然后这个人他就会身体开始发痒，然后身体各个地方开始疼痛，因为我们是采用了是完全相反的这些方法。
So it means the Marma works within few minutes.
那这个其实我想说的这个妈妈疗法，它的效果是很快的，只是几分钟它会产生很强烈。
Then we did 10 minutes break, and after 10 minutes we did our real treatment, means this Ida Nadi rectification.
那然后我们等了10分钟之后呢，我们就重新给他做了这个正确的这个手法的治疗。
Now, when we did the Ida Nadi rectification, she became normal again.
那当我给他用了正确的这个手法跟一些妈妈的穴位，然后他就会正常，马上就正常。
So all of us surprised, wow, how the Marma is working so fast.
然后所以我们很多的在场的伙伴，他们觉得很惊讶，哇，这个妈妈这个太神奇了吧！
So nowadays many patients coming to us, doctor, I am having lots of gas, acidity, indigestion, constipation, pain, and we can do the Ida Nadi rectification and we'll see the greater results immediately.
那很多人就跟我说，他有些胃胀气啊，有这个便秘啊，有一些身体的疼痛啊。那如果你可以知道这个平衡左脉的一些这个手法跟这个妈妈的穴位的话，那你就可以马上去这个解决这些失衡导致的一些病灶。
So there is a very simple procedure of the Ida Nadi rectification. Right now, I will show you the very short time is taken by any rectification. Just I will show the video, but I will not explain too much about this because this will take more time. So
yeah, you can explain in the course.
Yeah. But I will show you just a video that how to do. See, look at this 1 minute. So how can we remove the pain of the whole body just with a few Marma points and do the Ida Nadi rectification? Let's see here. 1 minute. So we are starting from the feet. This is the Marma points. Okay.
大家看到是我们的脚开始的。
Because from the great toe there is a Ida and Pingala Nadi starting. Or from the one side, Ida is starting, from the other leg, Pingala is starting.
就是在我们这个脚趾的一侧是我们的左脉的开始的地方，另外一侧是右脉开始的一个起点。
So we are proceeding step by step from all the points.
我们会一步一步的去这个平衡我们的这个左脉。
And we will do this treatment only on the right side.
The right side is for the Ida.
Yeah, because Ida is starting from the right feet, ending on the left nostril, crossing the body.
I see, I see. 大家知道吗？就是这个我们的左脉是从我们的右脚开始的，它从右脚一直左鼻孔，就大家知道吗？所以大家还是要去学习一些这个知识的，我们的这个这个印度的这个妈妈体系的知识，包括一些手法就非常非常实用。如果说当你的左脉、右脉、中脉你可以很流畅的话，对你的这个平时的洗练、修持都是非常有帮助的。因为很多的问题就是因为能量卡住了。包括我自己在印度学了很多疗法，就
So
很
we
惊
are
讶的
doing,
发现。
actually, even in the courses, we are choosing the person that this person is having Vata problem. So we are doing the Ida Nadi rectification.
OK， 那因为在课程中我其实这个找的这位这个学员，他也是因为他的这个左脉不平衡，一大拉底他是不平衡的。其实在这个课程中就已经帮他一些在做治疗了。
So the tip of the nose.
然后大家看，这个是我们的鼻尖。
So this treatment can be done for all the patient having Vata disorder, right? So Vata disorder means any types of the gas, acidity, indigestion, joint pain. For these all problems, this treatment can be done.
就包括这个 Vata 的能量失衡，包括昨天有伙伴说他有一些胃酸啊之类的，胃酸啊，这个胀气啊、便秘啊这些问题啊，都是 Vata 能量失衡导致的。
So suppose someone is having loss of body weight, right? And the muscle
那
weak,
如果说
wasting.
体重很重，超重了，然后他的肌肉这个肌肉的这个他的这个没有怎么说呢？它会流失，肌肉流。昨天正好有个伙伴讲到他这个肌肉会在流失的问题。
Even tinnitus,
那也就是我的左脉
ringing sound in the ear also Vata disorder.
耳鸣啊这些问题都是因为我们的左脉，大家知道了吗？昨天正好我们在大分享的时候，伙伴讲到他这个这个肌肉，他觉得这个肌肉对吧？哦，对，肌少症，对对对，胃酸啊都是因为淋巴能量，赶快来
So
学习
let's
啊
go
下去。
ahead and see the next Nadi, that is Pingala Nadi.
好，那下面我们来讲下这个右脉。
So Pingala Nadi means yang or the heat of the body.
那个右脉就是跟我们的阳气有关，还有跟我们的这个身体很燥热。
So we can see the poor person is having high body temperature or burning in the body or the peptic ulcer or the high BP. We can do this Pingala Nadi treatment.
包括有些人这个高血压，包括他这个有一些这个溃疡、眼睛灼热、胃酸这些问题。
So there are many problems, like many times when pitta is high, the person is suffering with the mind related disorders and the stress.
就很多人压力很大，其实也就是他的这个皮塔能量失衡导致的。他压力很大，就是他有很多的思绪。
So even one more video I would like to show you here, and you will know how the Marma is helping. Means small techniques are helping to rectify the problems, right?
大家可以看一下，就是一些简单的这个妈妈的疗法，它就可以来去帮助我们解决很多的问题。
So let's see, if the person is suffering with the heat in the body, so So how can we balance that? We'll see in this. So this is a disease because of the Pingala Nadi. Okay, so we'll do that, how to do the rectification. Right. So now you can see we are starting from the left feet.
我们这个平衡右脉是我们从左脚的脚趾开始的。
There will be different Marma points. It not be exactly same what we have done in the Ida Nadi.
那个这个穴位其实是对称的，只是我们在另外一侧去做。
On some point we are doing tapping, or some point we are just doing the up and down movement. So each and every point we are stimulating in the different way.
那你看到其实不同的一些妈的这个穴，我们都是用不同的手法去刺激它。
Okay, so this was just a few videos to know that how we do the Marma therapy, right?
这就给大家简单看一下，就是我们的其实一些这个手法是怎样的。
So quickly we'll see the various nadi and what other problem we can treat.
那我们就可以，然后简单的讲一下不同的我们的这个脉道，它可
So
以治
just
疗
we
哪
have
些
seen
问题。
just we have seen the videos. With the help of this treatment, we can treat the high BP, diabetes, headache, ulcer.
那右脉我们可以去平衡右脉的话，我们可以治疗这个口腔溃疡、消化不良、糖尿病、高血压、头痛这些问题。
So you can consider nadi. Nadi are like a meridian where energy is flowing, the root of energy.
那我们可以想到，我们这个右脉它其实就是这个经络，就是我们这个能量流动的管道。
So in the same way, if we balance the Singu by nadi, we can balance many problems like the problem of the lungs, and there are many other problems.
包括其实我们在另外一个叫这个 Singula 这条这个经络上，那我们就可以就治疗很多的这个肺部强健肺部或者肺部它这个有一些问题导致的一些疾病。
And there is another nadi, this Alamburudan nadi. It's a very good for varicose veins, the gallbladder problems, and many other problems.
包括另外一条脉道，它可以治疗的话是我们的静脉曲张、头疼啊，这个我们胆的问题。
And even nowadays, this problem, the leg pain, neck pain, hip pain is very common. Just by doing the treatment on this nadi, on few Marma point, we can balance them.
还有包括我们的腿脚的疼痛、颈肩的疼痛，我们这个臀部。
So Kandhari nadi is very good for the many problems like the fatigue, giddiness, and vertigo.
而我们的Nadi 的话，包括我们很疲惫啊，我们的这个晕眩啊、眩晕啊这些问题等等。
Like Asani nadi is very good for the mouth ulcers and the many other problems.
Asani Nadi 包括我们的口腔溃疡啊，包括我们的耳朵啊，这个视神经啊等等相关的问题，不是视神经，就是我们这个头部整体。
So Karu nadi is very good for the heart, lungs, and spine.
Karu Nadi 这条脉道，它对我们的心脏、肺部、脊柱。
This Sangudi Nadi is very good for many problems like here.
Sangudi Nadi 它对我们很多包括生殖系统的问题、泌尿系统、呼吸的问题、肺部的问题。
This Asthani Nadi is very good for the beak muscles and the loose stool, back pain, and the endocrine disorders.
Asthma Nadi 的话，它对我们这个肌肉萎缩啊，或者说我们这个这个大便很稀啊，这些问题，还有我们的内分泌系统、背痛这些问题。
So Pasali Nadi is very good for mental depression and the genital problems.
Pasali 这条脉道，它对我们这个一些这个抑郁啊、情绪的问题啊、心智的问题啊，还有我们的生殖系统的一些紊乱。
So in this way, there are many nadi like this. Bisulotharan Nadi is if many persons suffering with the burning sensation under the sole of the feet.
包括我们这个，包括这个另外一条脉道，包括我们这个脚趾的有一些灼热感。
So what I want to tell you that Marma is the so vast science, and just by doing the 2 to 3 treatment, we can balance the nadis.
其实我们只要掌握这一些很基本的一些这个穴位跟手法的话，你就可以解决一些很常见的一些疾病。
So in the upcoming workshop of that Marma therapy to balance the immunity and Vayu, our main focus will be that how to balance the Vayu.
然后我们就是可以通过我们这个妈妈的手法，可以让我们平衡我们的命根气。
So how to balance the Vayu? Even the meaning of Vayu, like suppose someone is suffering with the problem of the prana Vayu, right? Then the having whole body pain and the breathing difficulty, lung, heart issue, and there are many problems. And we can balance this prana Vayu just by few Marma points.
包括我们的身体的疼痛啊、呼吸的困难啊，还有我们的肺部的问题、心脏的问题。
And the Apan Vayu who is expelling the stool out, if the Apan Vayu is disturbed, then the person might be having loose stool. And there are many like the big uterus and the genital parts. And there are many problems happening because of the Apan Vayu, like the problem of the menstruation. Just by few Marma points, we can balance the Apan Vayu.
就是对于我们这个下行气这个失调的问题，它会引起我们这个大便很稀的，包括我们的这个有痰啊，还有我们的这个体重会这个就是减少，还有包括这个 sorry which page it's Apana Vayu right?
Yeah,
Apana Vayu 就是包括还有你的这个一些子宫的问题，还有女性的一些问题，它都可以通过去平衡我们的下行气。通过妈妈的疗法平衡下行气来帮你去解决这些问题。
So like if we talk about the Udan Vayu, which is connected with the throat and the speech. So if anybody having problem with the speech or the problem with the voice, low pitch, we can balance the Udan Vayu.
包括有些人他如果说他这个表达困难啊，包括他去演讲有些发生问题，他的声音没有办法就是很高啊。等等失眠啊这些问题，它都是可以通过平衡我们的 Vata 能量，就是我们的上行气去慢慢的手法去。
Vyan Vayu means who is circulating throughout the body, and if the Vyan Vayu disturbed, then person will be having the problem of nerves. So with the help of Vyan Vayu, we can treat the nerves, muscle spasms, muscle cramps.
那我们的这个当我们的平行气它失调的时候，它就会引发一些神经系统的紊乱，包括我们的肌肉会有一些痉挛呐这些问题，还有我们的这个失去一些这个我们的感知能力，五官的感知能力，它会没有那么有觉知，它都是跟我们这个有关，跟我们的这个变形气失调有关。
So in the same way, Saman Vayu will treat the digestive disorders.
同样的话，我们的这个平行气它是跟我们的这个消化系统是密切相关的。
So this was the quick introduction that what Marma therapy can do, right? So Marma therapy can do a great for the person, and just by touching the points, just by doing the treatment for 2 to 3 minutes, we can balance a lot of things.
那这就是我们的妈妈疗法，就通过一些这个妈妈的穴位，你可能就是去刺激它，它就会有非常 好的一个疗效。
So for each and every disease, we are having protocol. Like for the running nose, for the sinusitis, we have protocol. For the asthma, we have certain protocol.
那其实对于不同的疾病，我们都会有这个不同的妈妈的疗法，会有不同的这个组合。比如说对于这个哮喘有哮喘的一些疗法，对你这个流鼻涕会有一些流鼻涕，包括肺部也是肺部的一些问题都是的。我们都会
Like
有
if
一
you
些这个疗
apply this 11-point protocol, you can treat not only sinusitis, but any problem which is happening in the lungs.
就是如果说你可以去知道如何去刺激这11个穴位的话，不仅是你的鼻窦炎会有改善，鼻窦腔系统，还有一些你的肺部的相关的问题，你就会自然解决啊，你就会肺部也可以得到这个强健。
So these are the very simple point. Like we can see what the out of 11 points, these are the points 11 which for the sinusitis, and with the help of these points, we can not only balance the lungs and the health of the respiratory system, but we can balance the immunity.
不仅是我们的呼吸系统，可以去强健我们的呼吸系统，肺部也可以提升我们的免疫力。
So this was a quick introductions about the Marma therapy, because we are having in our mind that what Marma therapy can treat and what cannot treat. So now if you have any question in your mind, you're welcome to ask.
这就是我简单跟大家介绍一下，当然具体的东西我们会在课程中教，就在下周就会教。下周4开始我们的这个妈妈的肺部的疗法，我们之前已经开过面部的，然后这次是开肺部的。然后那个 OK， 那下面是我们的答疑的问题。第一个问题是，我先读遍中文啊。虚咳温度变化就咳嗽该如何调理 ？And coughing when the temperature changes, how to adjust?
Okay, can you repeat? Yeah.
Coughing. She said, I'm coughing when the temperature changes.
Okay.
How to adjust?
Okay,
就是
fine.
温度变化就会咳嗽。
Yeah. So like when there is like as per the concept of Ayurveda, like when in the winter season, we are collecting the kapha in our body, and as soon as winter is going and spring is starting, so the kapha is melting down and we are getting the cough and cold.
那就是在冬天的话，我们身体会有储存了很多卡法的能量。那到春天的时候呢，我们这个温度变化了，然后我们就会就是这个卡法的能量就开始这个就是它就相当于融化了，然后所以说我们就会产生这个咳嗽，就是温度变化了。
So as per the approach of Ayurveda, we are having two things. Number one, Sodhan means complete detoxification, and number two, a very gentle detoxification.
就是其实艾菲陀有2种方法，一种你就是做一个彻底的大排毒，另外一个你可以做一个不要那么强烈的，可以舒缓一点的排毒。
So for the complete detoxification, we can do the Baman karma, like drinking the saline water, salty water, and do the vomiting.
就是比如说你可以做一些舒缓的，就比如说你去喝一些盐水，这些你可以去做一些这个催吐，或
Or
者
we
说
can
排泄。
take, if we want to go very smoothly, then we can take the pungent herbs or the pungent spices.
或者说你可以去使用一些辣味属性的香料。
So pungent herbs or the pungent spices are very good for cough and cold when during the seasonal changes.
尤其是非常适合在这个季节变化的时候，你可以去饮用。其实你就可以去喝一些草本茶，对吗？我们在
So the meaning of pungent, like let's start from the onion. Onion is pungent.
比如说洋葱。
So onion is pungent. So take the 1 teaspoon onion juice and
一勺的洋葱汁，
take 1 teaspoon honey and
一
drink
勺
it
的。
2 to 3 times, and it's a very good for cough and cold.
你可以就是喝2到3次，一天 in a day, right? In a day.
Yeah, in a day.
你就可以一天喝2到3次，你就可以有一些变化。
And the second option, there are some other pungent things like the dry ginger powder, like the black pepper
干
powder,
姜粉、黑胡椒粉，
and so dry ginger, black pepper, and the long pepper.
还有就是我们的酸辣粉啦，还有我们的这个荸拔或者说长椒粉混
So
合。
mix all three, and from this
我有
combination,
伙伴已经
take
开
the
始吃了，
half teaspoon thrice a day.
你可以是半勺，2天，就是1天2次半勺。
with the honey, then it's a very good remedy for cough and cold.
So you mean that option 1, option 2, she can do both or just choose
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of them?
any one option can be done.
So someone
any one
asking for
option.
the 就是你可以选择其中一种。Someone asking you for the onion juice, she should drink raw or onion juice, or she should cook it, warm it. Or no?
Raw.
生的不要去煮它，生的。
Now option number 3, like take the ginger and jaggery.
然后你可以用这个生姜，还有这个黑糖，
So crush them and mix them,
你可以把它就是说碾碎，
and make the rounded form of like tablets form, and take near about 3 to 4 times a day.
然后你可以1天吃，你可以把它这个揉起来，揉成这种小的，一坨一坨的，你1天可以吃3到4次。
And number 4, to prevent the respiratory attack. So for to prevent respiratory illness, one should take vitamin C.
然后你要多补充些维 C，
So vitamin C, so take the hot water, like the 1 cup hot water,
喝1杯热水，
and mix 1 teaspoon honey,
加1勺蜂蜜，
and then purate either any vitamin C like the lemon, or we can take avla or the Indian gooseberry. Okay.
有甘蔗都可以选择。
So this is a very good combination. If when someone is taking first thing in the morning, then will develop the very good immunity and will not suffer with the cough and cold.
你可以早上一早起来就可以空腹的喝1杯，这样你就可以不太会有这样的问题。
And the
Okay,
remedy,
good.
next remedy, take the almonds,
然后你可以吃一些这个杏仁、
black pepper,
黑胡椒，
and the rock sugar.
还有这个
So mix all the
冰糖。
things together,
然后把它们混合起来。
like you're taking 20 pieces of the almonds,
你可以就是用20颗的这个杏仁，
like the 10 pieces of the black pepper,
10粒的黑胡椒，
and rock sugar as per taste.
然后这个冰糖是为了口味。
So mix them all together, grind them, mix them together.
把它们都一起这个把它碾碎，
This combination is very good for cough and cold.
这个对咳嗽、感冒
So
会特别好。
if you want to give to the kids, you can give them with the milk.
如果你要给小孩的话，你可以加一点牛奶也是可以的。
Like in the Ayurveda, it's written that the one person is taking the Chyawanprash every day is not suffering with the cough and cold. Even the person suffering with the cough and cold should take the Chyawanprash 1 tablespoon in the morning and the 1 tablespoon in the night.
This is Ayurveda medicine, right?
Yeah, Chyawanprash is the very famous Ayurveda medicine.
这个是他可能因为今天有一些印度的伙伴，这个是阿育吠陀的药的一种。
So these are the few things what we can do in the cough and cold.
今
And
天
flu.
我们这个 Dr. Himan 给我们讲了很多的方法哈，那这个
And-
我们可以铺展
And
可以
it's
记下来。
highly recommended to do the hot water and take the steam. Even you're not putting anything in the steam, even simple steam is very beneficial for the person suffering with the cough and cold, running nose, and the flu.
然后你可以用这个热水去熏蒸，你也可以用这个草本茶啦，你或者说热水，也就是对你特别好。好
Okay,
Okay.
next question.
，Next question， 下一个问题，是，过了中年， 消化力变弱，不建议吃太多东西，是否会有营养不良的问题，导致免疫力下降 ？So after middle age, my digestive power is has become very weak. So it is not recommended to eat too much. So if I will suffer from the malnutrition, which will lead to immunity decrease.
Okay, so question is this: in the middle age, digestion has decreased, can't eat too much. Then what is the next?
So she just asked, it's like it's suggested not to eat too much. But if you don't eat too much, like food or stuff, so she is asking if I will suffer from some more nutrition problem. I will get less nutrition because you don't suggest I eat too much. Then it will lead to the immunity decrease.
Okay, so got it. So the question is this: what will happen if we are eating less? Whether immunity will decrease, right? So the answer is this: the immunity is not because of we eating a lot. Immunity is when. So let's talk about this. Very good questions. Okay. So the question is this: whether there will be decreased immunity if we are eating less, right?
Yeah, because especially after middle age, she said that my acne, yes.
Got it. So in the middle age, as per the Ayurveda, when the person reaching to the middle age and crossing the 40 years of the age, should not never eat more than 2 meals.
就是阿育吠陀建议40岁之后的话，你就是建议你其实不要吃东西不要超过2餐。
If the person is eating more than 2 meals, suffer with the indigestion.
如果说你吃了超过2餐的话，你就可能会有消化不良的问题。
Because nowadays we are having sedentary lifestyle, so we cannot digest the food like we could digest earlier.
就是因为我们这个年龄到了中年，所以我们的消化能力就跟之前比是没有办法比的，它就会变弱。
So even if we want to enjoy a good life, then what to do? Suppose some person eating 5 times a day, right?
如果一个人他一天吃5餐的话，5次的话
but not able to digest,
但他没有办法去消化。
Then there is an undigested food in the body.
所以他身体就会有一些没有消化的食物。
And as per the Ayurveda, it's called ama, and as per the TCM concept, it's called dampness.
在阿育吠陀里边称为毒素，在我们的中医的体系称为湿气。
And dampness can be considered as a dirtiness, and which is the favorable atmosphere for all the virus and the bacteria.
然后这个其实湿气就是一些这个很脏的东西，我们的病毒细菌就最喜欢这样的一些潮湿的这些很脏的这个环境。
So if the person eating too much means inviting lots of virus and the bacteria.
如果这个人他吃太多的话，就说明他在邀请更多的这个细菌病毒进入他体内。
But instead of that, if the person is doing fasting, like fasting once a week or the fasting once in 15 days, and this fasting will improve the immunity.
那这样情况的话，如果你可以1周做1次轻断食，或者15天做1次轻断食，反而会增加你的免疫力。
Because the meaning of immunity that your body is aware, and the body is ready to fight on the right time.
就是这个免疫力，就是你的身体是有觉知力的。它就是说，你的免疫力，它需要它出动的时候，它就开始启动了。它就是开始面对病毒啊这些细菌的抵御能力就开始了。
So it is very famous, like eating less but eating nutritious is the key of health.
所以这个健康的一个很重要的一个方面，就是你要吃的少，但是吃的是很有营养的。就你这食物的选择要注意适合自己体质，然后选择一些正确的食物。
And there might be psychological weakness. I will tell you how.
有些可能就是心理层面的 问题。
Like one patient came to me, like from abroad, and he was regular meat eater, right?
就是有一个我的外国病人，他很喜欢吃肉，
So he was eating the meat minimum 2 times a day, every day.
他可能每天要吃2次的肉。
Then he told me, doctor, I'm feeling too much weakness. Then I asked her why. Because since 3 days I did not eat meat. I'm just eating vegetables.
然后他突然就觉得身体很虚弱，然后我问他为什么，他说已经有3天我没有吃肉了。
So how will I get the protein and how will my body will be nourished without the meat?
那我如何去身体可以获得足够的蛋白质跟能量呢？如果我不吃肉的话，该怎么办呢？
So if you see in India, the too many people are not eating the non-veg, not eating the meat, but still they are telling doctor, I'm feeling too much weakness because since 3 days I have not taken the milk, because they are psychological dependent on the milk, that milk will give strength.
就是在印度很多人他是吃肉的，但他其实身体也很虚弱，他可能就是心里觉得，哎呀，我好有几天没吃牛奶喝牛奶了，他觉得好像我的这个身体的能量是来自于牛奶的。
Then when we are telling to the patient, okay, don't drink milk, it's not good for you. Then patient are telling me, doctor, then how will get the protein and calcium?
他说，那如果我不喝牛奶的话，我如何来补充蛋白质跟身体所需要的钙质呢？
Then my question is always the same, like, okay, tell me, the cow is giving you milk and whether she is drinking the milk for calcium and protein, she is just eating the grass and receiving the calcium and protein. So why don't you also eat the lots of veggies, leaves, coriander leaves, different types of leaves, and your body automatically will receive the full nutrition.
就像牛，它吃草，对不对？但它其实也会有足够的蛋白质跟这个钙质。那我们一样的，我们完全可以通过吃一些蔬菜来获得。
So this is not the real weakness, this is a psychological weakness, or we are eating only 1 time or 2 times a day, so we are having weakness. It's only psychological, not the real.
有的时候并不是我们身体的是问题，而是我们这个心理层面的问题。
So if the person eating once a day will be very healthy. If the person eating only 2 times a day will be super healthy. If the person eating 7, 8 times a day will suffer with lots of disease.
就是如果一个人他一天可以吃1到2顿的话，那他其实会更健康。如果这个人一天要吃7次的话，那他就会有很多的问题，很多问题都是饮食了。所以我们8月份会再开一期轻短时课程，欢迎大家一定要来参加，因为你会真的会很实用。你知道如何来正确的饮食。Yes, so the next one.
Okay, someone has asked a question about the Ida. Sir, Ida is yin. Is this Surya Nadi? No, no, no. Ida means Chandra Nadi. Ida means Chandra Nadi, and the Pingala means Surya Nadi, right?
Yeah, 是我们的Ida是我们的左脉，然后我们的 Pingala 是我们的右脉。对。
Okay, next question.
Next question 就是常常觉得喉咙怪怪的，需要清喉浅咳是什么原因？如何改善？ So I often have strange sensation in my throat and needs to be clear my throat. And I have some shallow cough. What to do? What is the reason? How can I improve it?
1 minute. So can you repeat again, please?
OK， 然后中文说一遍，常常觉得喉咙怪怪的，需要清喉咙浅咳是什么原因？如何改善 ？I often have the strange sensation in my throat, and I always feel like I need to clear my throat, and I have some shallow cough. What is the reason and what to do?
Okay, this is the always having urge to clear the throat, right? So there are 2 reasons. There are 2 reasons. Number 1 reason, if the person is having dead cough in the lungs.
就是这个，就是说 ，Linda， 你有没有干咳？
And number 2 reason, there's a problem of the stomach. In 2 conditions, there will be always urge to clear the cough.
或者说另外一个原因的话，就是说你可能会肠胃的问题。
So let's talk about the first dead cup of the lungs. When like in the Ayurveda, it has been told before eating the food, first do the prayer.
阿育吠陀里边，在你饮食之前，我们要做唱诵。
So calm down your mind and do not speak for a few minutes. Just calm down your throat, then you eat something.
就是在阿育吠陀里边，其实是做唱诵的话，是让你的这个心智跟平静下来，然后你再去吃东西。
But nowadays, what's happening? People are speaking a lot. Even they're eating food and talking to phone. Oh, hello, ha, ha, ha. Yes. So what is happening? There is no relaxation to the throat. It's creating the dead cough.
Sorry, it's no what of the throat.
So when you speak a lot and eat the food, it creates dead cough.
OK， 就是说，那有些人他可能在吃东西的一边还打电话，比如说你去吃一边吃东西一边讲话的话，它也会影响，你就让你的喉咙会有一些不舒服的感觉。
Even I have experienced this with myself because I was consulting the patient throughout the day and I was getting very little time in between. So I was just eating the food. Even that time also I was on the call. So even I realized there is a dead cough.
那就是在我也是一样的，我一边吃饭，在一边还在跟我的这个病人去讲他的电话，所以呢，我也会有这样的这个问题。
So many people told me, Doctor, you have developed one habit like this.
就是
because we want to clear the cough from the throat.
我们想去，因为我们其实是想我们清理一下，就喉咙有点不舒服嘛，想清喉，对吧？
So the first remedy, first you for 10 minutes be away from all the tasks, do not speak anything, just calm down your throat and mind, eat the food, and after that you involve in some activity.
Yeah, she agree. 首先的话，你要就是说，让你吃饭的时候，你让自己平静下来，其他什么事情都不要做。
And the second thing, suppose a person is having heat in the stomach, that also create the that also create the urge to clear the cough.
另外的话，就是说你这个肠胃的问题。
So if the person eating very fast, food very fast, and after eating immediately involving in some task, it's creating that problem. So it's recommended after eating the food, just for 10 minutes, relax on your seat, calm down, and let digest the food properly.
就是建议的话，你吃东西不要吃那么快，然后你吃完东西之后休息一下，什么事都不要做，然后让它这个食物在你的肠胃更好的消化，大家就要慢下来。然后
So even I would like to recommend one very home medicines. It's very good for this.
对
So there is a
是的呀
lice, rock sugar, and black pepper.
就是还给你提供一个这个应该是食疗的这个方案，就是你可以吃这个叫什么 Licoride。
This combination is very good. If the person eating this, it's very good for this.
就是Licoride 就是这个甘草汁吧，甘草汁加这个冰糖加这个黑胡椒，你可以尝试一下，对你来说会有改善的。
So in the we are telling this muleti. In the Ayurveda, we are telling muleti or licorice. It's a famous medicine for throat.
这就对这个我们的喉咙 ，even for if you have some phlegm.
Yeah, you are also telling.
If you have phlegm.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
very
also
good
drink
for
that.
phlegm. Yes, definitely, it's wonderful for phlegm.
会有痰的话，someone asking you what is the proportion of three
Yeah,
things?
so what we are doing generally, we are buying in the raw form. We are keeping one small stick of the licorice, 2 black pepper, and little rock sugar in the mouth, and just we are chewing it.
你就是把这个甘草弄一小撮，然后这个黑胡椒粒你black pepper powder, okay?
So like say black pepper, okay, if we don't have that, so if we can take a small box. In the small box, we can keep few pieces of the black pepper, few sticks of the licorice, and few rock sugar crystals. And whenever you want, you take in the raw form, it's a very good.
就是干的，or you can drink with water is also fine, like a kind of herbal
Yeah,
tea.
it's a good. Yeah, even you can take with the water, but if you chew them, then it will give very good effect in the throat. Even keep in your
OK，
mouth
那你也可以
and chew it very slowly. Take the juice of this very slowly. It will give very good effect in your throat.
就是你可以就这样把这个弄一些刚才弄一些这个黑胡椒粉一搓，然后弄一些冰糖，就是直接吃也可以。你要泡在水里当草本茶也是可以的，一点点。不舒服的时候你就可以吃一点。
Any question?
Yeah.
Next question.
OK, next question. 行，下面一个问题是，请问在胸腺体的位置常常不舒服，吸气时总觉得吸不足，半夜常常会咳嗽带点白痰，请问该如何调整 ？OK, the question is, I often feel uncomfortable in my thymus gland. I feel some uncomfortable in that area. I always feel inadequate when inhale. When I'm inhale, I feel I don't have enough energy. And especially in the midnight, in the middle of the night, I often cough with some white phlegm. How to do?
So the question is this: she's feeling some uneasiness in the chest region, but she's telling the thymus area, right? So we can consider this as a chest region instead of thymus, right? This is a chest.
Yeah.
And she's also coughing in the night, and white phlegm is coming in the night, right?
Yeah. 对，她半夜常常会咳白痰，如何调理 ？And also she feel not enough when she finds some difficulty in breathe inhale.
Yeah. So this is the okay. So my question is this: whether she's feeling thirsty in the night?
就是我不知道这个 Kim 在不在，就是医生想要问你，你的半夜会不会口渴？I don't know. It seems like she's not here today.
Okay. So my two questions: whether number one, she's feeling thirsty in the night. The question number second: whether she's having some weakness at the evening time, some weakness or the feverish feeling at the evening time. If she reply my two questions, then I can reach on the diagnosis.
Okay. Maybe.
But in general, I will tell you, if the person is having cough in the night, this is connected with, like we are telling, yin and yang. So this is connected with the deficiency of yin. Deficiency of yin.
他的这个阴的能量不足。那这位伙伴，yeah, it's okay because she will join the next week course. We can
Okay,
answer
no
the
problem.
question.
Yeah.
是因为这位我们的伙伴不在，那他因为已经报名了，那我们在课程中会给他回答。医生要问他更多的问题，好吗 ？OK， 当然其实有问题的话，我也可以参加课程哈。OK, the next question is 常常这个气不足，呼吸较浅，喉咙会有薄薄的清痰的感觉，该如何调理 ？I always feel there's not enough air in my body or in my chest. My breathing is quite shallow, and there's also a feeling of the phlegm in my throat. What to do?
So the thing is this: if you're feeling that you're not having enough oxygen in your lungs, so like when we talk about the 5 Vayus, like one is prana Vayu. So in the upcoming workshop, I will tell you that how to balance the prana Vayu. So once you balance the prana Vayu, you will inhale very deeply, and if the prana Vayu is disturbed, then there will be problem in the chest cavity.
因为你这个你觉得气不足，就是因为你这个命根气不平衡，所以我在下周会教你如何去提升平衡你的命根气，这样你的气就会变得足了。这个是一个问题。And also she feels some phlegm. What to do?
Yeah, so the treatment will remain same what we have discussed earlier. That take the vitamin C first thing in the morning with the hot water and honey. So take the 1 cup hot water, put 1 spoon honey and the vitamin C, like the avla or the lemon. Every morning she should take this. It's a very good for this flu and cough and cold and the kapha in the throat and lungs.
Okay. So there's one question. I heard of some doctors said that honey will make the people allergy. It's like a source of allergy. Honey.
See, honey. If the honey will not be allergic for everyone. In the Ayurveda, honey is having very great importance because we are giving many medicine. We are mixing with the honey and giving many medicines. If the person having allergy with the honey, then should avoid. Otherwise,
Okay.
can take.
And for example, I heard someone said that if you have some like asthma problem, you should not drink honey. Is it
No, no,
correct?
no. Honey is reducing kapha. In the Ayurveda, it's clearly mentioned that honey is reducing the kapha. Only the problem is this: when we are not getting the pure honey, sometimes they are just giving a like mixed honey from here and there. If it's a pure honey, then it will reduce the kapha. It will reduce the asthma.
Okay. Asthma.
Yeah. You're asking eczema.
Eczema, not
Oh,
asthma.
skin disease.
Eczema.
Yeah. So if it's a pure honey, it will not create any problem because honey, in the honey, there is no refined sugar. But if it is a mixed honey, if it is an artificial honey, then because they have made with some mixing the sugar and all, then only it will create the allergies. Otherwise, honey is wonderful.
他说这个就是如果你要记住你的那个蜂蜜的话，如果说你一定要纯的蜂蜜，不会引起一些问题。Someone said for the honey you use hot water or cold normal temperature water.
So as per the concept of Ayurveda, we are not heating the honey, but we can put the honey in the hot water. Like suppose this is the hot water. We can put the honey, but we cannot heat the honey directly.
就是在阿育吠陀里边说的是你不会去煮蜂蜜，但是你可以把蜂蜜加在热水里，这个是可以的。Okay. Then the next question
and one more thing I would like to tell you, if the person having any problem related with the cough and cold, because right now many people are having cough and cold and all, so take the, I told you, dry ginger powder, black pepper powder, and the long pepper powder, right? So take the powder and mix with the honey and take every morning, and do one more thing. So I will write here. This is a very wonderful combination, and I'm giving to many of my patients. So
you would drink this powder with water or just drink directly?
No, not water. It will not be. So in the emergency, we can take with the water, but suppose we are taking this is the dry ginger powder.
Like 1 teaspoon is enough.
Yeah,
for
I'm telling black pepper.
是干姜粉,
and the long pepper, right?
长椒.
All together are called 3-katu powder.
这是我们的酸辣粉.
Or we can tell the powder of 3 pungent spices. Yes. So from this combination, we will take half teaspoon and mixing 1 teaspoon ghee and the half teaspoon honey.
So you mean
and if we are giving every morning, it's a wonderful combination for cough and cold.
So you mean one half spoon of this trica? How do I say?
So
this
half teaspoon this trigadu powder.
Okay, I got it. Suppose
if you don't want to do these all things, you just can take with the ghee, or you can just take with the honey, or you can take with a combination of ghee plus honey. So whenever you are taking with the combination, just remember, don't take ghee and honey in the equal quantity, take in the unequal quantity.
就是说然后你酸辣粉可以加这个蜂蜜，还有加ghee，但是你的蜂蜜跟这个酥油的比例不要一样，要不一样。你可以1勺的ghee，但是1/2勺的蜂蜜。你可以每天早上喝，你可以加酸辣粉，也可以不加。
So during this pandemic time, when all the people are suffering with the cough and cold, this will help you a lot.
对这个感冒咳嗽其实是非常有帮助的。Yeah. OK， 那我们下一个问题，肺结节。早起有黄痰，总觉得乏力。And also she has the long nodules, yellow phlegm in the morning, feel tired all the time.
So most of the people are having the imbalance in the prana vayu. Okay, so they need to balance the prana vayu, right?
就是很多伙伴都是命根气不平衡，所以我们要做的就是平衡的命根气。
So just we have discussed today, if the prana vayu is imbalanced, then the person will be having some problem like the tiredness and all, right?
我们其实今天已经讨论过了 ，so we're gonna learn it next week, right?
Yeah. So the person is feeling like too much tiredness in the body. If we balance the vayu, then the person will be having, like, see, today I told you, even we need to balance the vyana vayu. So let's see here.
就是我们今天已经讲过了，我们其实要平衡我们的这个命根气，还有我们的平行气。
So vyana vayu is weak, then person will be feeling tired, fatigue, weak nerves,
如果你觉得
muscle
疲惫
cramps,
的话，
muscle spasm and all.
这个你的那个变形气它这个失衡了，它就会有疲惫，对不对？已经讲过。OK， 就是我们下周会教大家怎么做。OK，then 因为有些问题之前的已经回答过了，我们就不讲了哈。还有一个是这个，一位科技主管 Vata 型两侧甲状腺有0.7的囊肿，吸气短到不到4秒，生活饮食要注意什么 ？So and she said that there's a person is doing in the technology area. He is Vata, and he got a 0.7 size the cyst on both sides of the thyroid. And she also had, he also suffered, her inhalation is very less. And what to do?
So the what's he with technology?
His job is he work in the technology area field.
Okay, so in the technology area and having some nodule on the both side of thyroid.
Yeah. The size is 0.7 cm.
Okay.
The
So
cyst.
the one, okay, want to reduce the size of the nodule, right?
Yeah, he said what to do in my lifestyle and diet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the treatment number 1, do the intermittent fasting and improve the metabolism.
一个就是做这个间歇性的断食，提升你的新陈代谢。其实昨天已经跟大家讲过了哈，我们下一周要做这个间歇性断食，所以你可以去做这个间歇性断食。我们
And the
伙伴
treatment
们已经
number 2, we will recommend one Ayurveda combinations for this person. So it's the combination of 3 pungent powder, that is 3 katu,
就是你就可以吃，首先你可以
and the
吃这个三
bahida.
What is that? Bahida.
So I can tell you, ultimately we have to reduce the kapha. We have to reduce the kapha by any method. So Trikatu is reducing the kapha, and Bahida also reducing the kapha, and be able to reduce the kapha, then we can work on this nodular thyroid.
就是你有你的这个甲状腺的问题，我们要把这个咖啡的能量可以调整上来，所以其实你做这个间歇性的轻断食非常适合你。
So suppose you are not having medicine, then what to do? Then how to reduce the kapha? Then we can reduce the kapha by the natural method by doing the 16 hours intermittent fasting.
你可以做这个16小时的这个间歇性的断食。
And during the intermittent fasting, we can take at least herbal tea 2 to 3 times a day, having pungent herbs.
我们可以一天可以吃2到3次的草本茶，用这种辣性的这个草本来煮茶喝。
So even this will improve.
然后这个你就会这个得到调整。OK。好。
So in the Ayurveda, we are giving many different types of the medicines, but I don't know that it's available in the China or not. So the fasting will be the very helpful method in this condition. Ultimately, we have to reduce the kapha and we have to ignite the pitta.
对，那我们就是要把它的能量降下来，我们要提升pitta的能量。这个就是阿育吠陀有很多药的，但是我们可能也通过自然的这个我们的轻断食来解决。Someone asking you the name.
Pungent herb like Trikatu I told. Trikatu, the combination of Trikatu is very, there are many pungent herbs. I will write 1 or 2 here. So for the nodular thyroid, the best solution is the pungent herb. Like number 1,
对这
Tricot,
个甲状腺问题，一个就是酸辣粉、
which is the combination of dry ginger powder,
干姜粉、
black pepper, and the long pepper.
黑胡椒、肺结
And
节。
second is there is a combination of 5
刚刚已经
pungent.
讲过，
It is called
刚刚已经讲过
panchakol. Panchakol means having 5 pungent herbs. But it will be available on the Ayurveda store. So if you want to make in your home, then it's the best solution.
就是如果说就这个第二个的话，就是印度的草药了，就是我们就是选国内的朋友，你就可以使用这个酸辣粉中的这3款香料，它都是这个辣的属性。
So the person having nodular thyroid will take tricato powder minimum 2 times a day and near about 2 gram morning and the 2 gram evening and take with the honey.
你可以一天2次，可以每次2克，加这个蜂蜜可以一起吃。
Honey also very good for reducing the kapha.
这个蜂蜜它也是很好的，可以平衡咖啡能量。OK， 那我们最后一个问题吧，到10点钟差不多结束。The last question， 8岁的男孩有过敏性哮喘，感冒后容易引发，请问如何调理和治疗？An 8-year-old boy has allergic asthma. What is easily triggered by cold? What to do?
Okay, so the 8 years old boy having allergic asthma, right? Okay, tell me, in the China, there is a one herb is available. The name of the herb is Tinospora. Tinospora. It's a very great anti-allergic herb. Tinospora.
Could you show the photo?
Okay, okay, I will.
就是他问中国有没有这个草药？
Tinospora. This herb.
No.
Okay, maybe you might search, but okay, no problem.
Oh yeah.
Okay, if you are having, then it's good. You are having.
牛胆
Okay. Now I will come to
牛胆
the.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
这
so
个
8 years boy having
应该可以
allergic asthma. So 8 years boy having allergic asthma, what to do? Number 1, clean the colon, because if the person is having problem of the lungs, first you need to clean the colon. As per the Ayurveda, tamaketu virechanam means when the person is suffering with the asthma, first clean the colon and do the virechan.
就首先你要清理你的这个直肠。
So you can give some medicine, some herbs, and make sure the person is not constipated.
就是说你可以用一些草药，就是说 you want to him to like do the kind of purgation like.
No. So do at the home only. You can give some powder for the natural herbs powder, or the some you can take from some any Chinese practitioner or anyone TCM practitioner, any herbs which can clean the colon, because here we are having lots of powder like the trifla powder and many other powders are very good for cleaning the colon.
就是清理直肠，或者你一些中药也可以。印度的话，比如说用三果粉就可以清理。
So after that, the second things, person suffering with the asthma should take every day steam inhalation of the steam.
热的熏蒸。
Right?
Use water or herbs.
Only simple water steam.
用热水熏蒸。
And see, so I will write down here how to fight asthma for the small kids. It's not the difficult task.
这个其实不是特别难的。
So number 1, clean the colon.
首先第一步的话，要清理你的直肠。
Number 2, do the steam and nashya karma.
就是，然后你就是说要做这个熏蒸，还有就是你 我们鼻部的鼻腔的一个清理。
So for the
管理
Nashya Karma, we can put some drops in the nostrils.
就是我们这个鼻腔的这个疗法。
Like
put
we can
what
take the like we can take the cow ghee, or we can
比如
take
说
the
你可以
anu oil,
用低苏 almond oil，
or
bush
we
oil
can take the mustard oil, or we can take
用
the
这个
sesame oil.
芝麻油，你可以这个鼻部滴油的疗法去这个
So any oil we can put 2 drops.
2到3滴。
So when the like initially we can do 2 times a day, and after 7 days, just once a day is enough.
然后你连续，就是你首先前个7天你要1天做2次，然后之后呢1天做1次就可以了。
Then give the pungent herbs, like I told you, trikatu. So trikatu
比如说
powder,
三辣，
trikatu powder should be given at least, like we'll tell you, 1/3 gram, not 1/3 gram, 1/3 teaspoon. Morning and 1/3 teaspoon in the evening
少，
with the honey.
早上1/3加蜂蜜，晚上1/3少加蜂蜜。
And do the massage on the back side, because this is we are seeing that this is the scapula bone that we know,
这个是我们
the
的肩胛
bone in the
骨，
back side. So do the massage in this area, in the between the scapula bone. So for this massage, you can take any hot
肩胛
nature
骨
oil.
间用这个热油去按摩，热
Or-
性的油。
All of you are very much aware with the moxibustion. Doing the moxibustion here, it's a wonderful
What's
thing.
你也可以做艾灸，艾灸这个这
So
肩
as
胛
per
骨
the
中间。
acupuncture, this is the point of lungs in the between the eyebrows. This point has been considered as a wonderful point of the lungs. So doing the moxa on this point every day will improve the lungs.
你每天在这个穴位，how much time you do the
Only 1 to
massage?
2 minutes.
你可以一天，it's OK，就是你一天每次做1到2分钟，它也可以强健肺部这个穴位。
And the next is remove the phlegm from the body. So how to remove the phlegm? So there are 2 points, stomach 36 and the spleen 6. So do the moxa every day.
这2个穴位的话，你可以每天做，这个艾灸。
So these are the 2 very famous points to remove the phlegm from the body. Just by doing the moxibustion on these 2 points, we can remove the phlegm and balance the person, balance the lungs.
So, but if you said they have phlegm, but if that 3 powder is good, is it will create too much phlegm or
What are you asking?
fiber? Because you're asking her to have some trikatu powder, 3 pungent powder. Is it too hot in nature?
No,
To
but
increase the
no, see, if the person is having too much heat, we can give with the cow ghee. Because
如果你
see,
觉
if
得
you,
太
because there is a asthma, the meaning of asthma, there is a cuff in the bronchi, there is a cuff in the inner lining of the lungs. So we have to remove the cuff. How will remove the cuff? So we'll remove with the help of trikadu powder.
就是因为咳嗽嘛，它就是用这个3辣粉。
So when we talk about this point, this the stomach 36 is a wonderful point for removing the phlegm from the body.
就是我们这个祛痰的一个非常好的穴位。
So this is the knee joint from the knee eyes. If we go 4 finger down, so this is the location of stomach 36 point. So you should do the moxibustion here every day, 3 to 4 minutes.
每天做3到4分钟的这个艾灸，就是在我们的这个膝盖骨下方4指。
And even you can choose the spleen 6 point, which is the second great point to improve the immunity and remove the cough and cold. From this point, if we go 4 finger up, so this is the location of spleen 6.
然后就这个穴位的话，是从我们这个脚踝这个地方往上4指，就是
So the meaning of allergy means spleen, the problem of the spleen.
你的这个过敏其实跟你的脾脏有关。
So this much will be enough.
这个够了。那今天医生跟你讲了很多哈，你可以去把它操作一下。Okay, yeah, maybe I think it's pretty much for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can tell people our amazing course next week.
So from the 14th July,
Yeah.
July onwards, we are going to do the one workshop that how to improve our lungs, how to improve the immunity, how to fight with the cough and cold by the Marma therapy, and how to balance our all the 5 Vayus, whether you want to balance the Prana Vayu or the Udana Vayu or the Apan Vayu, any Vayu. So this workshop will help you to learn these all things.
那我们下周很激动的跟大家说，我们要开的课程就是强健我们的肺部，提升免疫力的这个妈妈疗法。你不仅可以学到这些方法，你也可以学到平衡我们这5大的这个生命能量、Vata 能量的一些方法，所以你一定会收获特别大，非常实用啦，是不是？就是非常非常实用。
Even the layman can learn it because this Marma knowledge is not required any medical background. So it's a very easy to learn and anyone can learn it. And during this time, being sometimes COVID is coming, some flu is coming, so this will be very helpful.
就是说，当我们的这个有一些病毒要来的时候，然后或者一些这个你的身体的免疫力需要增强，你的肺部的能量需要增强，然后你要知道如何去平衡这身体的不同的气，所以真的是很有必要去学习这些方法。那你就可以依赖自己，不用去依赖别人。然后你是这个叫有句话叫授人以鱼不如授人以渔，所以就是说我们要学习一些这个手法，好吗？然后欢迎大家不要错过了，我们这个课程真的很难得。好 ，OK， Thank you so much, Dr. Himmons.
So thank you so much everyone for joining this workshop. See you soon.
我们可以打开摄像头。We invite everyone open your camera. We can maybe take a photo together. And 我们可以互相的可以见一下对方。Hello, everyone.
So bye bye everyone.
大家可以晚安呢。我们可以跟医生打招呼，他又跟我们讲了说这个有用，每个问题他都给了我们1、2、3、4好多的解答方法，所以欢迎大家来参加我们下周课程，你肯定会收获很大，就是根据我们以往上课的这个经验，对不对？你肯定是收获的比你想象中的更大。好了，那我们就特别的感谢我们的 Himmons， and see you next week.
So thank you so much everyone. See you in the next class. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night. Good night. 好，感谢我们的医生。
Shall we close now? Can I leave now?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Thank you.
Oh, 感谢。